We have 50 minutes together to really create some intentional movement. And my whole goal today is just to have fun, to be able to feel your body, all the sensations of your body, to feel it start to connect and to let that feel really good for you. So if something doesn't feel good, then we take a different variation, we modify, and we just pay attention to the wisdom of our bodies, everything that's inside. Inhale, reach all the way up. Take a back bend, explore the chest. Inhale, reach all the way up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees quite a bit in this first forward fold. Your stomach is lifting up and your chest is falling down. Your head is falling down too. Take a halfway lift, feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees so much that your hips come almost all the way down to your heels. Then take your hands to your heart center. Lift your chest a little bit. Stay in this pretty low crouch. Start to move your hips, tiny down, up, down, up. We're not going to be here for a super long time, but just sort of feeling the edge right here for 8, for 6. Forward fold in 4, 3, 2. Back to the fold. Lift your hips up. Right foot stays. Step your left foot back behind you into a lunge shape. Take your chest forward. Lift it up a little bit and just feel the stretch through the inner hips and the front of the left thigh. Then turn over your left shoulder. Come into a lateral lunge where you bend your back left knee and your front right leg stays pretty straight. Lift your chest up. Little twist to the back of the room. Feel free to plant left hand to your left thigh as you twist to the back. Yeah, Katie, perfect, just like that. Let your right hip sink a little bit to feel the stretch through the inner hip and thigh. One breath in to lengthen, and your exhale allows the twist. Come on back through the front of your space. So you're in a low lunge shape. Tap your left foot in halfway. Lift to a hinge lunge. You can keep your hands right at your heart center. Tiny drop. Go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So your weight is shifting forward into your front right foot. Your back left heel is lifting up actively. And then as you get really grounded in your front right heel, get grounded in the front right toes as well. Short set. 8 more. 6 more. 4, 3, 2. Good. Now stand on your front right leg. Lift your left knee all the way up. Check in with your balance. Use your left low stomach band to lift the knee. Now lift your ribs higher. Lift your fingertips higher. Last 3, 2. Come into that really deep squat position where we were before. You're just feeling into the contours of the edge right here. Drop your hips. Go down, up, down, up, down, up. So your hips are moving back behind you. It's a short set, just 8. Forward fold in 6. Forward fold in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the head drop. Forward fold. Feel into that, how the heat is allowing the body to lengthen. The two are working together. What's activating is beginning to soften and release. Left foot stays. Step your right foot back. Low lunge. Nice job. Now feel into this side. It could be quite different. As you shift the chest forward and up, let the inner thighs kind of talk to you a little bit, and the front of the right hip. Turn over your right shoulder, lateral lunge, bend your back right knee. Yeah, Julie. Your front left leg lengthens. So feel into that inner hip, inner thigh space. Twist to the back of your mat. Feel free to place your right hand to your right thigh and twist. And the twist is really extending through the upper thoracic spine. So your left shoulder blade is dialing underneath you. Your right shoulder blade is squeezing back behind you and your right shoulder head is opening. Stay here for an inhale breath. Stay here for an exhale breath. Come to the front of your mat, back into a low lunge shape. Then bring your right foot about halfway in, hands to your hips, little hinge lunge, small range. Down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. So your right knee is bending quite a bit, and it's lowering towards the floor. Yeah, Anita. As your left knee is bending forward, keep the left toes grounding. So you've got support of your left low calf muscle. You've got support of your left hamstring muscle. And all that support is wrapping around the knee. Last 4, last 3, right knee high, lift it up, checking on your balance. Squeeze the base of the left seat, that's the gluteus maximus muscle, and it wraps around the ischial bone, the sitting bones, to allow you to stand higher. Okay, come into a squat. So we'll just find full range here, squat and stand, go squat and stand. Hips back, chest up, hips back, chest up. Okay, we have a few of these before we get into our first plank series. So we've explored the front of the hips, we've explored the inside and the outside edges of the hips, we've explored the back as well. Just see if you can kind of create these connections as you're working full range. High plank is coming up in 8 counts, in 6 counts, in 4, 3, grab your fit ball, put it high up between your inner thighs, walk the hands forward and the feet back, come into your first plank position. Now in a plank position, you can always have your knees down. So anyone that wants a little bit more foundational support, anybody that's prenatal or postnatal, at any time your knees can come to the floor. We're just gonna hug the ball, then shift your chest forward 1 inch. So you're gonna go ball squeeze, shift forward, ball squeeze, shift forward. It's in, little rock forward, in, little rock forward, in and forward, in and forward. Yeah, that's it, Lisa. Okay, whenever you take the chest forward, see if you can tilt the sternum up just a little bit. So instead of so much doming in the upper thoracic spine, you're finding the bottom edge tips of the shoulder blades and you're flattening them. You've got 4. Down dog in 3, down dog in 2. Keep the ball. Feel free to bend your knees as you lift your hips up to the ceiling. Bring your attention, your awareness into the sides of the shoulders, into the armpit hollows, and into the side bodies. We're gonna target that space. So from this downward dog shape, make a triangle with your hands. So your thumbs face each other. Your pointer fingers tilt forward and in. You're making a triangle. You'll bend your elbows, take your head towards the floor, then down dog. 2 counts, elbows bend, 2 counts, hip back and up. So you can go push up, press, push up, press. Elbows bend, kick back, elbows bend, reach back. That's it. Katie Allen, awesome. If this doesn't feel good for the shoulder girdle whatsoever, then you can hold down dog. You can also hold a plank position. Know that if this is not feeling right for the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, you have options. 8 counts, last 6 counts, last 4, 3, 2. Amazing, forearm plank. Bring your forearms down to the floor. So any layer you choose, that could be knees down, holding constant support. And from this position, we're going to pull the front of the hips in and stiffen your side bodies out. So we're connecting to the deep core matrix that not only wraps from back to front, but also braces laterally side to side. Hold it right here. Drop your hips just a little bit, no matter where they are. Lift your chest up just a little bit, no matter where it is. That's it. Okay, now take the front of your ribs, knit them into the midline of the body. Super quick, squeeze the ball. Go in, 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 in. This is our final hold coming up. It's 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Final hold in forearm plank and you're almost there. 3, 2, hold. Just a couple breaths in this hold. For 4, 3, extension stretch. Tap your knees down, lift your hips up. As your hands extend forward, let your whole chest fall to the floor. Then just notice if you've only been upper shallow chest breathing, can you start to bring more feeling into the body? More expansive breath, more space, more place to connect and feel. Stay here for an inhale and stay here for an exhale. All right, get rid of the ball. Bring your feet forward in front of you. Grab your light circular resistance band, and we're gonna put it around the feet. So we have a series, everybody, that's gonna be on the back and on the side, focusing on the deep core. This light resistance band is totally optional. So if you're feeling like your hip flexors are overactivating, that's the muscle that lifts the thigh towards the chest. If you're feeling like that's what you're getting into and not the deeper core, you might want to take the band off, okay? Come onto your back. I'm going to show you from profile so you can see what's going on. Then from here, lift both feet off the floor. Make sure you're feeling grounded in the sacrum. That's the triangular joint at the back of the pelvis, but you're maintaining neutral, meaning there's a little teeny tiny pocket of space under the low back. The lumbar curve is neutral. You can pull the front of the ribs down, but keep the front of the shoulders open. Okay, from here, right knee stays. Without letting your right foot move forward, push your left foot forward and out. Notice how the right low stomach band is engaging to hold the thigh, and you're using the left glute to push the band forward. Then both knees will bend, so you're keeping your feet hip distance apart. There's a little tension on the band. Other side, left knee stays. Take your right leg forward, don't let the left thigh move. 4 counts, we'll go switch. 2, 3, 4, switch. 2, 3, 4, right knee in, left leg out. 3, 4, left knee in, right leg out. 3, 4, it's in with the knee and out with the foot. Other side, in with the knee, out with the foot. Couple more times through this. That's it. Amazing. Keep pulling the front rib cage down and keep the spiral open at the front of the chest. Yeah, Leslie, that's beautiful. 2 more. Last one. Hold your left knee in, everybody. Extend your right leg forward. Take your hands on top of your left thigh. Push against it to create constant tension. Lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up off the floor. Keep the front stomach wall as flat and hollow as you can make it. Your right knee, push a little bit. Little bend and push, little bend and push, little bend and push. It's super small. Push up. Push up. Yeah, with your right knee. So your left knee is not moving at all. It's just your right heel. Little bend and push, little bend and push, little bend and push. You've got 16, 15, 14, 13. We have a little segue. We're almost there. Final reps. Go 8, 6, 4, 3. Keep the band around your feet. Roll to your right hip, right side body. Okay, so your legs are gonna stay straight. Your right outer foot, right ankle is gonna stay on the ground. Take your left hand behind your head. Make your whole body long, so you're extending your feet forward. You're reaching your head towards the back of the room. Now everybody turn your left big toe down a little bit. Your left outer heel up a little bit. I saw that, Julie. Okay, we're gonna cinch your left side body. Lift the left foot as high as you can. Lift the chest. Then about halfway down with the leg, about halfway down with the torso. 2 counts. Lift, cinch, lower, hover. Lift, push against, lower, hover. It's up with the left leg, halfway down with the left leg. Up against the band, down against the floor. Go lift and cinch, lower, resist. Okay, so you're gonna feel this in the left side body big time. Noticing the connection as it extends all the way through the left pinky toe, exactly like that. Lift the heel up, halfway down. Left side body squeeze and lower. Can you feel that, everybody? Okay, pull this one on the upright here. Keep tension on the band, super small range, little tiny up, little tiny up. Chest and legs. Little lift, lower. It's a short set. 16, 14, 12. We're rolling onto the back, coming up. You've got 8 more. 6 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We did that last week for the inner thighs with the 2 blocks. So this is a way you can do that same thing for the outer hips, outer thighs, using the circle band. Okay, this time your right knee is gonna bend, left leg extends. Take your hands, push against the right thigh. Lift your head, chest, neck and up. Keep the low stomach band firm. Then you're gonna extend and bend your left leg, little kick and push, kick and push. Little bend and reach, little bend and stretch, little bend and reach. By creating multiple resistance chains, pressing your hands against your right thigh, keeping the thigh stable against the push of the left foot, we're getting into so much of the deep core technology. You're almost there. Last 8. Last 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that was working more of the external oblique slings. Now we're working more of the internal obliques. So you're on your left hip, left side, right hand behind your head. Lift the right foot up, turn the right big toe down a little bit. So you're kind of rolling a little bit more forward to the outside front of left hip. 2 counts, lift and cinch. Lower hover. Lift and squeeze. Lower hover. Keep constant tension on the circle band the whole time as you squeeze your right side body, then lengthen under tension. Right side body squeeze, right side body lengthen. Right side body cinch, right side body lengthen. Up with the outer heel, down with outer heel. Lift and squeeze, and lower. You have 2 more like this before the small range. Good, now hold this one on the upright here. Keep your left foot as an anchor. Tiny lifts, it's up and lift, up and lift. It's a short set, you got this. Good work. Last 8. Last 6. Last 4, 3. Keep the band on your feet, but just roll to your back for a moment. Take a full body stretch. Reach your arms back behind you. Open up the shoulders, especially the front of the shoulders. Okay, we're going to keep your band on your feet. Rock and roll. Come to tabletop shape. All right, make sure your finger pads are spread really wide till you feel the webbing in between them. Now you can always stay right here and work on deep core support. If you want to follow me, you'll tuck your toes under and you'll hover your knees off the floor. We're working those same side bodies, outer hips and thighs. Step your right foot out. Turn the right thigh in a little bit. Feel that internal rotation back to center. Then it's left foot out, left foot in, right foot out, right foot in. Left foot out, left foot in, right foot out, right foot in. You're just working the tabletop shape, utilizing all the side body connections as you squeeze and rotate, squeeze and rotate. So it's accessing both the internal oblique and the external oblique slings. Pull the front of your ribs in tighter. Make that the rotation point. It's 8 counts, 6 counts, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can keep the band on. Just bring your toes together to touch for child's pose. Let your knees come wide. Reach your hands forward. Let's stretch that space. Stay in child's pose. Walk your hands over to the right. And just move the left hip back and the left pinky forward. Side body stretch to the opposite side. Let your hips melt a little bit. Walk your hands over to the left and breathe in between the intercostal muscles, in between the rib cage, even beyond the soft tissue, and into all the spaces beyond the lungs. Come on back through center. We don't need your loop band. We need your weights and your ball coming on up to a stand. All right, so the ball is gonna come underneath your right heel. You're in a parallel stance. So just like our parallel squat, but your right heel is underneath the ball, so it's a little bit more unstable. Come to our squat position. You're taking a bicep curl, parallel squat, bicep curl, parallel squat. Now you add your breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Exactly like that. Lift, squat, lift, squat. Okay, we've got quite a lot of reps for the arms. We're starting here in dynamic connections, which you've already created in the body. Curl, reach, curl, reach. Last 4, last 3, last 2. Join me on the up with a halfway curl. You'll push your right heel into the ball as you take a small curl, just an inch above the elbows. Push the heel, push the heel, push the heel, push the heel. Little curl, little curl, little curl. Right heel, push, push. Okay, let's refine our alignment. So we're operating from a place of neutral. Your butt's not sticking back. It's also not tucking under. There's a natural curvature of your low spine, and your side bodies are bracing. Everybody roll your shoulders back a little bit more. Move the middle of the neck back a little bit more. Good. Hold the heel, go open, 2, close, 2. Rotate the upper arm, bring it back to center. If you want, push the heel, lift your heel. Right heel down, right heel lift. Broaden, open, squeeze and close. Go open, open, close and close. That's it. Right heel roots, right heel lift. Push into the ball, lift up from the ball. 4 more. Nice work. Stand taller. 3 more. Good work. 2 more. Last one right here. All right, everybody. So your right foot is going to stay on the unstable ball. You'll step your left foot back to that hinge position, but keep your back left heel rooted so it's just a little bit more balanced. Right hand to your hip. Option to double up the weights in your left arm. Full tricep kickbacks go. Kick back, curl, kick back, curl. Left arm back, left arm bends, left arm back, left arm bends. So you see how unstable the right foot is with the ball? You can continue to push your right heel into the ball to provide a little bit more stability. When you do that, you're getting the back line of the right leg to function and orient itself. You're also adding those connections through the sides of the body too. You've got to kick back, curl, kick back, curl. It's a short set, so we just have 4. 3, 2, and 1. If you have the weights doubled, awesome. You're gonna rise with a bicep curl and lower. Left leg straightens, left knee bends. Come up and reach to the floor. Lift to the shoulder, reach to the floor. If you wanna go faster, you can go curl, reach, curl, reach. It's up and down. It's up and down. Nice work, everybody. Yes, Sylvie. Couple more right here. On the up in 4. On the up in 3. On the up in 2. On the up, turn your palm to face center. Go a little open, close, open, close, open, close. Okay, so the upper arm bone is the humerus bone. It's rotating in external rotation. Your left side body is super active right here. Tiny push open, tiny push open. Squeeze the base of your left seat like you did when you were standing on one leg. Everybody lean back a little bit, chest up a little bit. Single arm coming, you have 8 more. 6 more. 4, 3, single arm push, left arm out and out, and in and in. Push from the middle shoulder, pull from the front shoulder. Go out, 2, in, 2. Push and reach, hug and pull. 2 more. Okay, hold this one on the out, even though you probably don't want to. Little lower, let's go down, up. We're gonna make this really short, so stick with me. Last 8, last 6, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Before we go to the second arm side, put the ball between your ankles. Okay, squeeze the ball, so make it squish. Yeah, perfect. Roll the shoulders back, beautiful, just like that. Take these front ribs, pull them in and down, then lift your heels up. Squeeze the ball. In a parallel position, bend your knees. Okay, we're taking little teeny side body reaches, so your right hand will reach, back to center, and your left hand will reach, and back to center. Keep it slow. Reach your right hand, back to center, reach your left hand, stay slow, squeeze the ball. Right hand reach, center, center, left hand reach, center, center. 2 more. I know it's unstable. We're gonna focus on the thighs right here after this last one. Bring the weights to your heart, heels up, and you're just gonna go down, up, down, up. Squeeze your ankles into the ball. Lift your heels as high as your ankles and your knees say yes. Instead of hinging forward, move the chest back a little bit. Just let the thighs take on the body weight here. Yes, Lisa. Exactly. Imagine that the ball was between your inner thighs, like it was in a plank position. Yeah, nicely. And your thighs lengthen under tension. Try to breathe. I know the workload can be intense. Your breath soothes that. That's it, Anita. Keep squeezing the ball. There's no hold. It's 8. It's 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everybody. So your left heel is going to come on top of the ball. Your right foot will step back a little bit. Double up the weights into your right hand. Let's keep the back right heel anchored, and we're going lift and curl, bend, lift and curl, bend. That's it. You can push the heel down, lift it up, push the heel down, lift it up. It's curl, lower, curl, lower. Amazing. Instead of letting your right shoulder head roll forward with fatigue, try to keep the shoulder head pulling back. We're on the up in 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. On the up, your palm faces up, little out, in, out, in, out, in. You can add left heel push, left heel push, left heel push. Left heel goes down to the ball, down to the ball, down to the ball. Now notice your right shoulder. If it's lower than your left shoulder, pick it up and back. That's it. We've got 8 like this, 6 like this, 4, 3, back into the hinge lunge shape. It's a double leg tricep kick back. So you've got curl, kick back, curl, kick back. Keep rooted in the front left heel into the ball. Notice how the hamstring left glute max is paying attention when you do that. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, Join me on the up. This time your palm stays facing in. Little push, little push. The palm goes up and in, out and in. Try not to let your torso move too much, so you're not twisting. You're really creating steadiness by bracing out laterally through the side bodies. It's 8, 6, 4, 3, right arm pushes 2 counts, out 2 counts, in 2 counts. Push and reach, hug and pull. Go out and in. Couple more, stand tall. 2 more. Okay, take this on the out, little down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Stand tall, everybody. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Keep your weights, but just put the ball to the side. We're gonna open up the inner hips and thighs a little bit more before we come to the bar. So stash your ball. Take a wide turnout position this time. Hinge forward. Take a breath in. Twist to your right, so let your left shoulder mount. Come on back through center. Twist to the left, let your right shoulder mount. And come on back to center. Okay, weights to your heart or weights to your hips, whatever feels better for you. Little small range to start. 1 inch down and 1 inch down and 1 inch down and 1 inch down. So take note of the inner thighs. Do your best to press them out. And you're initiating by squeezing the side of the seat rather than forcing the knees to do anything. If your knees are shearing forward, we then have the observation that we have some space that we can create in the inner hips and thighs. Okay, so you're feeling into your body, making those little check-ins, feeling the sensations, the associations, and then noticing how your body is responding. We've got 8, 6, stay low in 4, 3, nice and slow, reach your left arm up and over. Come back to center and switch, right arm over. And center, stay slow, go left arm over, and center. We've been working the side bodies quite a bit today, so feel that as left side body lengthens, left side body shortens, right side body lengthens, right side body shortens. 1 more each side. Last one right here. Final set, little teeny-tiny presses go down, up. You could also take your arms out to the side. You could also take your arms up to a V. Final bit right here before we come to the bar. You got this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Stick with it, everybody. See if you can slide just a little bit lower. Final musical phrase, 32, 31, 30 reps. Keep pressing the thighs out. Stick with me. 24, 23, 22. Yeah, a little lower for 16. 14, 12, no hold. Give it everything you got. For 8, for 6, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. You can leave your weights. Grab your ball. Come up to the bar. Okay, we're going to work narrow V with both heels on top of the ball. To set this up, you're about a half arm's distance away from the bar. Your toes are on the ground, turning out slightly in external rotation. Your heels squeeze together on top of the ball. Roll the shoulders back. Peel the ribs down. From a place of neutral, bend your knees, keep your shoulder heads back, Small range, go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Keep hugging your heels together and moving all the way to the body across the threshold of all 10 toes. And your thighs press out actively while you create a zipper from the front of your pubic bone all the way underneath the bottom of the sternum. That zipper is pulling everything in and everything up. Stay right here. 16, 14, 12. Last 8. Hold low in 6. Hold low in 4. 3. Pause right here. Reach your arms up for a tricep stretch. Bend your right elbow. Left hand to your right elbow. Slide your right fingertips behind the neck, the shoulder blades. Stay low. Reach your arms up. Tricep stretch, second side. Stay low. Reach your arms up. Okay, now the energy is gonna go up. So you're going up an inch, up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. Yep. From the glutes, you go push. Hi, everybody live stream. Hello, Josephine. Hello, Ann. Hello, Cassie. Mwah. All my love to the 3 of you. Mountains, Florida, Portugal, around the world. Here we go. Yep, and the energy goes up an inch, goes up an inch, goes up an inch, goes up an inch. This is your final variation. We do have a hold and narrow V, and we're coming up to it in just a sec. 32, 31, 30 reps. We'll be moving into our hold in just a second. You can do this. 24, 22, 20, 16, 14. Final hold is coming. Let the thighs burn under tension for 8, 6, 4, 3. Hold it in narrow V. Just pause. Then squeeze the heels until you feel the adductor, the inner thigh firm. Keep that engagement. Press the thighs open. Slide it down a wall a little bit more. Final counts right here. Hold 16. Hold 14. Hold 12. Test yourself. Hands off the bar. For 8. For 7. For 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everybody. Figure 7 stretch. You can put the ball on top of the bar. Place your hands on top of the bar. Walk your feet back, hips back. So you're creating some space in the hamstrings, the low back, the side bodies, in the chest and front shoulder heads. A big breath in and big breath out. Okay, grab your ball. Final push is back dancing, utilizing the ball. So we're going to take that same exact shape of narrow V with your heels on top of the ball, your toes on the floor, and your knees turning out to the sides. So to get into this, it's like your butt is touching the fit ball. Your heels are on top of the ball. Your thighs spin out a little bit. Then keep your shoulders, your head grounded. Lift your hips off the floor. So there's this dynamic opening at the front of the body. Shoulders, chest open. One side, right glute squeeze, left side squeeze, right side, left side. Squeeze your seat, squeeze your seat, squeeze your seat. You'll go right glute, left glute, right glute, left glute. Right side squeeze, left side squeeze, right side squeeze, left side squeeze. So it's that little rocking of the hips side to side, focusing on one glute at a time. Push your heels in and down. Lift your hips higher. Right side, left side, right side, left side. Just like that. 8, 6, 4, 3, both hips, same time, go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Continue to work the heels in to touch. Then push them down into your fit ball. Ignite the hamstrings. Up and down, it's up and down, it's up and down, it's up and down. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. We have one more variation coming up. Go lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Last 8. Last 6. Last 4. 3. Keep the hips up. Bring your thighs together to touch. Bring your toes together to touch. It's a narrow parallel shape. Then as you lift the hips up high, squeeze the thighs together. Small range. Go up, 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 up. Lift, 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 lift. Up, 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 up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lift, 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 lift. Hug, 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 hug. That's it. Up and up and up and up and up. With your toes on the ground, you can even slide your seat a little bit closer to the heels by inchworming your shoulders that direction. Your hips go up, 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 up. That's it. Go lift, lift, lift. Zipper everything in the midline of the body now. Big toes, inner ankles, inner knees, inner thighs. From the pubic bone all the way underneath the ribs. Hold in 8. Hold in 6. Hold in 4. 3. Final hold of class. Pause, hold. That's it. If you're on your tippy toes, lift your heels as high as they'll go. Feel the base of the calf muscle, the gastrocnemius muscle lift. Squeeze the sides of your seat and your inner thighs together. Final counts right here. 8. Last 6. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. That was awesome, everybody. You can leave the ball on the floor. Pull your knees towards your chest. Just give yourself some ultimate unconditional love. And really start to sync up with the breath. So let it come into the body in dynamic and loving ways. Happy baby pose. As your heels broaden, you can reach for the backs of the legs. No need to over effort here. So just make it really grounded and supported. We'll take an outer hip and an outer thigh stretch. From happy baby pose, cross your right leg on top of your left. As you bend the knees, you could simply get cozy with thigh to chest, or fire log legs, rather whale's tail. You could slide your hands down the legs towards the ankles, towards the shins, or towards the feet. So you just have this deepening and opening in your right deep seat, right outer hip, right outer thigh, whatever leg is on top. We'll feel into that sensation. Breathe in and out. Keep these legs supine twist left. So you'll take the cross legs, the wrap legs over to the left. If that doesn't feel good in your low back, uncross the legs. Slide your right leg on top of your left leg for a modified twist instead. Just let your right shoulder scope towards the floor so it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. Big breath in and big breath out. Back to center. This time we'll take a reclined butterfly shape where your feet are lifted. So feet come together to touch. You could simply grab for the knees, the shins, the ankles, or the outside edges of the feet. And it's a little draw in of inner ankles towards your stomach and chest. as you fan the thighs open. Transition into happy baby pose, open the heels, to then work whale's tail second side, left leg over right, and any type of hugs, snuggles, bringing the thighs closer to the chest to feel into the left outer hip and the left outer thigh. Treat yourself to an inhale and exhale. Keep these legs, if you'd like, supine twist over to the right. This time your left shoulder just gets super heavy, grounded, stable, and soft. Breathe in and let it go. Come through center, hug your knees into your chest. Make this so much about you, about your love, about your gifts in this life. Take this into corpse pose. Expand in all directions and take up so much space. We are conditioned to play small. We are conditioned to not shine. We are conditioned to fit in, and just by taking up space in this way, completely starts to shift that narrative and that story into a place of bigness, showing up in this world